Hello everyone, and welcome back to Knowledge Matrix. Today, we're diving into one of the most iconic moments in human history, the Apollo 11 moon landing. But hold on, because we're not just reliving the achievement. We're delving into the mysteries and controversies that surround this historic event. So grab your astronaut helmets, and let's blast off into the Apollo 11 moon landing mystery. Let's take a journey back to a time when something extraordinary happened, the Apollo 11 moon landing. Imagine it's the year 1969, in the month of July. There were two brave astronauts named Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, and they were standing on the moon's surface. Neil Armstrong, in particular, said something really famous that people still remember.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
It was like a moment from a dream come true. Now, while many people around the world were celebrating this incredible achievement, there were also some who started to wonder. They had questions, like, could this really be happening? Is it possible that what we're seeing is not real? It's a bit like when you see a magician doing a trick and you're amazed, but part of you wants to know how it's done. So, we're here to explore both sides of this story. We're going to look at the amazing feat of landing on the moon and the doubts that appeared. We'll try to find out what's real and what might not be. Just like solving a puzzle, we'll piece together the facts and the doubts to get a clearer picture of this historic event. Now, let's dive into the heart of the Apollo 11 mission, the incredible technological challenges that had to be overcome. Landing on the moon wasn't just a stroll in the park, it was a monumental undertaking that required cutting-edge innovation and unprecedented teamwork. Imagine sending humans to a place where no one had ever been before. The moon is over 384,000 kilometers away from Earth, like a distant neighbor in the cosmic neighborhood. To get there, scientists and engineers had to design spacecraft that could survive the harsh journey through space. They had to create systems that could withstand intense temperatures, vacuum conditions, and the vast emptiness of the cosmos. But the challenges didn't end there. The lunar module, named Eagle, had to navigate the treacherous lunar surface with precision. Computers back in the 1960s were less powerful than today's smartphones, yet they had to guide the spacecraft safely. Can you imagine landing something as fragile as a spacecraft on a surface that's covered in craters and boulders? That's where teamwork and meticulous planning came into play. NASA scientists worked tirelessly to calculate trajectories, monitor every aspect of the mission, and ensure that the crew's safety remained the top priority. It's like solving a puzzle with lots of moving pieces, where every detail had to be perfect. The success of the Apollo 11 mission stands as a testament to human ingenuity and determination. The engineers, scientists, and astronauts faced every obstacle head-on, fueled by an unwavering desire to explore and discover. They turned science fiction into reality, proving that even the seemingly impossible can be achieved through innovation and teamwork. So, when we consider the technology challenge of the Apollo 11 mission, we're reminded of humanity's ability to reach for the stars, overcoming hurdles that once seemed insurmountable. It's like watching a gripping story unfold, a tale of human courage and the triumph of science and imagination. Now, let's explore a curious side of the story, the hoax theories that popped up like puzzle pieces. Some people began to suggest that the moon landing might not have happened at all. They believed that maybe it was all a big act put on by the government. It's a bit like when you watch a magic show and you wonder if the magician is really making things disappear. These hoax theories pointed out things that seemed strange to them. For example, they said that the American flag on the moon appeared to be moving, even though there's no air in space to make it flutter. They also talked about how the shadows in the moon landing photos didn't seem to match up. It's as if they were trying to solve a mystery, like figuring out how a magician's trick works. But here's the interesting part, experts and scientists have looked at these claims closely. They've done research, like detectives investigating a case. And you know what they found? They found logical explanations for all those puzzling things. It's like revealing the secret behind a magic trick and realizing that it's not really magic, just clever science. Now, let's address some of the specific points that fueled the hoax theories, starting with the apparent flag fluttering on the moon. Some skeptics pointed to the videos and images that seemed to show the American flag moving. This raised eyebrows because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere like Earth does, so there shouldn't be any air to make the flag flutter, right? Well, here's the key, the flag was actually designed to have a rod along the top. When Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin planted it, they accidentally bent the rod a bit. As a result, when they let go, the flag didn't hang flat, it had a sort of wavy appearance. And since there's no air resistance on the moon, there's no air to stop that waving motion. So, it might look like fluttering, but it's actually just the effect of the bent rod and the lack of air resistance. Next up, let's talk about those mysterious shadows in the moon landing photographs. Some people said the shadows seemed strange because they didn't always point in the same direction. But here's the scientific explanation: the moon's surface isn't smooth like a flat road. It's covered in craters, bumps, and uneven terrain. So, when sunlight hits these irregularities, it creates shadows that can point in different directions. It's like when you shine a flashlight on a bumpy surface, the light casts uneven shadows. Moreover, the angle of the sun also plays a big role. As the sun is low on the horizon, it can create long shadows that stretch across the lunar landscape. This can lead to shadows appearing at odd angles, making them seem unusual in some photos. But when you consider the rough lunar terrain and the way sunlight interacts with it, these shadow patterns start to make sense. So, as we unravel these points, we see that the flag's appearance and the shadow directions can be explained by understanding the unique conditions on the moon. It's like piecing together a puzzle. Once you have all the parts, the picture becomes clearer, and the mysteries fade away. Now, let's delve into a particularly intriguing aspect of the moon landing: the debate surrounding the rocks collected and the photographs taken during the mission. Some skeptics pointed to certain anomalies in these rocks and pictures as evidence that the moon landing might have been a hoax. So, let's shed some light on this debate. One of the common arguments was about the moon rocks brought back by the astronauts. Some skeptics questioned their authenticity, claiming that similar rocks could be found on Earth. Here's the fascinating part: the moon rocks, upon detailed analysis, revealed unique characteristics that couldn't be replicated on Earth. The isotopic compositions and mineralogy provided conclusive evidence that these rocks indeed came from the moon. The debate teaches us that it's good to question things and check the facts. Lots of smart people looked at the rocks, did tests, and agreed that the moon landing was real. The rocks remind us that humans dared to explore a whole new place. This whole debate shows us that it's important to ask questions and investigate things. While questions are good, the moon landing is still true, thanks to careful research. It's like a story that shows how we humans can do incredible things when we're curious. Now, let's pay tribute to the remarkable legacy left behind by the three astronauts of Apollo 11, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. Their journey to the moon wasn't just a one-time adventure, it shaped the course of history and continues to inspire generations. Neil Armstrong, the first person to set foot on the moon, became an international icon. Neil's humility and dedication to his craft made him a role model for aspiring astronauts and dreamers everywhere. Buzz Aldrin, who followed Neil onto the moon's surface, demonstrated unparalleled courage and determination. He later became an advocate for space exploration, emphasizing the importance of venturing beyond our planet. Buzz's unwavering commitment to pushing the boundaries of human achievement continues to motivate space enthusiasts worldwide. Michael Collins, orbiting the moon in solitude, played a crucial role in ensuring the mission's success. His responsibility was to bring his fellow astronauts safely back to Earth, a duty he fulfilled with precision and skill. Michael's quiet strength and professionalism reflected the unsung heroism that is often essential for the triumph of grand endeavors. As we gaze at the moon, we are reminded of the footsteps left by these extraordinary individuals. Their legacy reminds us that no dream is too big, no challenge insurmountable. Neil, Buzz, and Michael, their names will forever be etched among the stars, inspiring us to reach for new horizons. In the end, overwhelming evidence supports the reality of the Apollo 11 moon landing. The claims of a hoax are based on misconceptions, misinterpretations, and misinformation. The Apollo 11 mission was a defining moment in history, showcasing human ingenuity, determination, and the unyielding pursuit of knowledge. So there you have it, the Apollo 11 moon landing mystery explored and debunked. Let's remember that the truth lies not in conspiracy theories, but in the remarkable accomplishments of science and human endeavor. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from Knowledge Matrix, and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.